Good morning, friends. I am making my tea for this morning. It's actually 11 o'clock. We get started kind of late around here. I'm refilling mine and Will's vitamins and stuff in here. The kids are watching World Watch News to get their school day started. That's fine. And they're eating pancakes.
The first batch of coins rolled out of the U.S. Mint this week, bearing the image of Maya Angelou, poet, and civil rights.
Alright, we are sitting down to do language arts. We're not playing with birdseed right now. Okay, so we're working on combining sentences. What were the two fragments, or the two shorter sentences, Alice?
Jesus is loving, Jesus is kind.
Jackson, how did you combine them?
Jesus is loving and kind.
Do you agree, sis? Is that how you did it?
But I did it with an exclamation point, like Jesus is loving and kind.
That's alright, you can do an exclamation point, but you both combined them with.
Yes. I did Jesus is loving, comma, kind.
You don't need a...
Jesus is loving and comma kind.
You don't need a comma in there, though, because remember, you only need a comma when there's a list of what?
Oh, 3 words.
3 or more things. Yep, very good. Okay, so that was language for the day. Was that quick?
Yeah.
Was it a lot quicker than we used to do?
Yes.
We liked the good and the beautiful. It was just too time consuming and we were all getting burnt out. Yeah. Yeah, so how are you liking master books? That's the new math, history, and science that we've started.
Good.
Good? Just good?
With math?
I'm sorry, not math. Language, history, and science.
I like it. It was amazing.
Yeah, you guys had a lot of fun with science yesterday?
I can't wait to draw TP.
Oh yeah, that's for today's history. He's been so Alice is really my history girl. Jackson is like Alice is my science girl, and Jack is my history guy. They both like all of it, really.
Yes, Alice likes history. I like history. I lean more on the science side of it.
Oh, but you always want to do history first. You guys both like both. I'm lucky in that way.
Sometimes I watch videos of like stuff that people used to do back then, like beauty products that are posted now, and they're very entertaining, so I like history.
Yeah. And then Alice was asking if we could, after we finish Harry Potter, what book did you want to read?
Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, we'll be starting
then we can watch the movies.
The third Little House on the Prairie. There's not movies for those. There's a TV show.
Yeah.
We can watch that at any time. It's an old TV show. I used to watch it with my grandma.
Old is it? 1959?
I mean, well, that's the year Grandma was born.
I did not know that. I just took a random... What?
Alright, let's go ahead. We'll wrap up language. Do you guys want to do history or science next?
Science.
Science?
Sure, why not?
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we just finished up a quick little... Huh? We just learned about Carl Linnaeus. The father of taxonomy. So what was one thing you remember about learning about him? What about you, Jack?
That somebody didn't believe in his plants and like he didn't like it, so he was like, okay, then I'll just name you after a useless weed.
Yep. So it said that a botanist criticized Carl's work, and Carl didn't let this bother him. He continued his work and even named a useless European weed in honor of his critic. Is there anything else you can think of? Yeah.
They lived in Sweden, and he traveled all the way to America just to study more plants.
Yeah, because this was back in, do you remember what years this was in?
1707 to 1778.
Something like that. He was born in 1707, and he died in 1778. But in the 1730s, he was traveling, or he had students travel. All right, science is done.
Yep.
It's windy out here. He's put Will's old boots on. We are filling the bird feeder, or they are filling the bird feeder.
I want to feed it.
You can each put a few cupfuls in. What was that?
Oh.
Oh.
Now it's my turn. Then I get to hang it up. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. That's not fair.
Why are we arguing? Alright, it is 1 o'clock. We are close to wrapping up our day. Jackson just started his math. Alice is going to do her math unit assessment. but she's hungry, so I'm making her a can of beefaroni. She said,
Yes.
girl, you read my mind.
Sleepy Mo. And a what?
Her clay creations. Will should be home any minute from work, so I'm gonna get her set up. I showed this yesterday, but her unit assessment in The Good and the Beautiful, she does on her own. It looks like a lot, but they only do the purple portion unless they struggle, and then they have additional practice and they do similar. So this is for Unit 2, which is what we've worked on for the past probably 2 months. And it's split over 2 days. So she'll do these few pages over the next today and tomorrow. Howdy, friends. Oh, I think my watch is done charging. It's 3 o'clock. I have small group tonight. But it sounds like only a few of us are gonna make it because some of our friends are sick with COVID and some of them are just sick with sickness, just like cold and stuff. Like Alice and I had bronchitis and sinus infections last week or whatnot, but
Just as Disturbed warned us about.
down with the sickness. Took me a second. This guy.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. So there's 3 of us that have been kind of like bouncing ideas back and forth off each other as far as like getting our budgets in line. And so we were like, budget meeting. So we're gonna I think we're gonna talk and pray about finances, money, and stewardship tonight. She's like, come as early as you want. My door's open, so I'll probably go early. Usually we meet at 6:30, but it sounds like it might just be the 3 of us. So anyway, all that to say, I have small group tonight, which means it's pizza night for Will and the kids. So they just have frozen pizzas. I have leftovers from yesterday, the cabbage skillet. So I'm probably gonna eat some of that in just a second because I'm actually really hungry. I haven't eaten yet today. I had my cup of tea this morning and that's it. The kids still need to get some outside time in, which is probably now a good time for them to go see if the neighbors are home from school. And then they'll just have free time for the evening while I'm gone. They'll do whatever. Yeah. Wordle. Wordle. Do you play Wordle? Will got me on the kick of playing it this week, so we've been kind of friendly competition back and forth. He was almost ready to concede that I was better than him today, except that it took me all 6 tries to get my word today. But like the other day, I got one of them on the 3rd guess. That was yesterday's, I think.
Yeah, I haven't managed that one yet. But
Yeah, so see, I am better than you. But you haven't taken 6 tries yet, have you?
No. But I think I take it much more. Like, I think you're trying to guess it from, like, jump, whereas I'm trying to take a more, like, tactical.
Analytical approach.
Where it's just like, all right, I need to get all the vowels out of the way first, and I need to look at what words I can make left out of this pool of letters that I haven't used yet. So tarot would not be on the top of my list of words to use for using 2 T's.
I don't know. I couldn't think of anything else.
I
I found another word that would be a good jump point. Audio. You got A, U, I, O, and then a D, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's 4 vowels right off the bat.
Right. I might try that tomorrow.
I think I'm going to too, so I'll wait and see what your results are. He said he was going to start with quiet so you could get Q and U out of the way, because the day before that was query, and we were like,
That took me a
that took
long
him
time.
a while. I got to it pretty quickly.
I spent a lot of time thinking about answers. Like, I'll just kind of keep in my head, like, what I have left and the letters and whatnot.
Because he does it while
I'll
he's
think
at
about
work. So, like, he'll be at work and he'll be pulling a palette and thinking of his word and the letters and stuff. Whereas I do it. I just, like, open my app and I'm like, all right, let's do this. I don't ponder much. Like, I had to a bit today, but still, I think I did it in under 10 minutes. But today's word was crappy, too. But,
Why was that crappy? I'm not going to spoil it just in case.
do you see how hard I had no idea where it was going. How you went from the word you had to the right answer, because you had none of them in the right spot. Anyway. See, and that's how I felt about the day before, and you're like, that was hard, and I was like,
Yeah.
I got it in 3 tries. So anyway, it's just been kind of fun to, and another funny thing, yesterday when we watched World Watch News with the kids, that, you know, what we start each morning with, they were talking about Wordle on there. Do you know it was created by a man named, his last name was Wardle? Wardle,
course.
and he created it. I forget his first name, but he created it just for his family to like play back and forth for something fun.
It's fun. I like
And
it.
when they started enjoying it, like he put it on the internet for everyone to use. So if you've not done it, I challenge you to. And you know, if you copy and paste it, literally in the text,
Yeah, it
it's
does
just
it
the
as
little
emojis.
emoji. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you can post it to Facebook easily.
Mm-hmm.
Because someone on Facebook posted their results, and I was like, oh, how can I share that without like getting a picture of it? But you just copy it, and it just
Yeah, that's
anyway.
how I found out about it. It was from people posting
Reddit?
on Twitter.
Oh, Twitter. Yeah. So anyway, that was fun. I'm gonna go eat because I'm hungry. Kids are gonna get some time in outside, like we're trying to do, racking up those hours, huh? Hopefully, riding their bike a little bit, waiting for the neighbors to come out. The kids are outside and they wanted a snack, so Jackson wanted half of a PB&J. He actually wanted ham and cheese, but we're out of lunch meat. Alice wanted PB and banana, and then that's the other half of the banana. So I'm just gonna run that out to them while they're playing. And we got a Nutstop order in today, which is always fun, more snacks and goodies. If you've not tried them or if you've not heard of them, we've been partnering with them for a while now. This is not sponsored, but their products are great. Highly recommend them, and there's a 10% discount code for you in the description box below. So we got some chocolate covered sunflower seeds for Will and the kids. I'm avoiding sunflower seeds because sunflower seeds were one of the items that showed up on my Everlywell food sensitivity test. Take a breath. Yogurt covered pretzels, milk chocolate double dipped peanuts. These are really good. Chocolate covered cranberries, they just threw in as complimentary item, as well as this bag of sun-dried tomatoes. I'll have to figure out, like, these look like whole sun-dried tomatoes. I'll have to figure out how to use, probably just dice them up myself. I don't cook with a lot of sun-dried tomatoes, so that's fun. A bag of milk chocolate cherries, which are Will's favorite. This would probably keep them in business if we were to just go off of milk chocolate cherries.
If it were up to me, we would just order the cherries and nothing but the cherries.
Yeah, he loves the cherries. And then some Turkish apricots, which they threw in as well. So these three items, we chose these items, and then they threw these in, complimentary. And then also a bag of milk chocolate pretzel balls, which are at the front door because I actually got them for a friend because they were here for a play date that we did, for a homeschool play date, and they were like, these are really good. And so I ordered them a bag of those. So I'm gonna take them to them tonight. It's 4 o'clock. That's where we're sitting on this day. Will's trying to get a return processed on his Xbox Elite controller. And struggling with that, kind of. Ish. Maybe.
I mean, I'm doing it. I'm getting real good at it.
He's got the warranty on the Elite controller. He's like, it's a really great product when it works. So
when it works, I love it.
he's had a few
Any
issues.
other product I would have given up on by now.
Yeah, he's a Microsoft fan, obviously. Except for when they, oh,
What?
why?
Crushing it. You're just sitting.
No,
there.
I didn't want all the pieces to fall down the couch.
Alice over here.
That's the Microsoft Elite controller. It works really well when it falls down the couch. What else did you do when you got home? You checked the van. I think we mentioned yesterday he was looking at, because the check engine light was on, and he looked and he found the sensor and it was completely disconnected. So he connected that again, but the check engine light is still on, so we're waiting to see if a few cycles of the engine will fix that. But we also ordered a check engine code reader from Amazon because it just seems like a good thing to have, because check engine lights just seem to appear all the time in my world. And it's usually nothing major, but sometimes it is. And so having our own saves us, because we paid, what, $150 to have the dealership read our thing.
We paid them to rob us.
So obviously we could have just taken it to like AutoZone or something and they will tell you the code number, but they aren't allowed to tell you what's wrong. And apparently, so they did that for me for free at the dealership when I had an oil change. And they're like, it's code number blah, 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 which could be this list of things, but we won't know for sure which of those things is actually setting it off unless you have like a technician, diagnostics technician, which cost $150. So anyway, we got our own code reader, and then we'll just do the research on our own and weed things out, because we like to avoid paying out the wazoo for car repairs. So I sent the kids on a nature scavenger hunt. I said, find 6 things between the two of you and bring them back and tell me what they are. So Jackson found
Monstrous
stick.
Grab this big leaf. leaf.
That is a huge leaf, isn't it? Oh, you okay? Okay, what else we got? What? Wow, okay. We're gonna have to identify that. I'm not sure that's what that actually is. That's weird.
I'll send it to spider nest.
Who knows?
And then dried up flower.
Cool. And a pine cone.
And I found this in my third.
Rock.
It's a fossil. It has little bumps in
Oh,
it.
it does.
Let me see. Oh, so now where we found that? The powder went up my nose.
I'm home. It's late. It's 11 o'clock. I just got home from a small group. And the kids had showered. Will's already asleep. Kids had showered, done their laundry. And we are making up a batch of yellow Jell-O for tomorrow's science. There's a science experiment we're doing. She put her hair in her curlers.
I didn't know by myself.
Very nice. Very cute. Get out the measuring cup. We need 1 cup of boiling water and 1 cup of cold water.
HD had much different
Measuring cups?
Yeah.
Yep.
They had like the circles.
That's alright. There's all sorts of different types of measuring cups. So
Do we have
we're going to do
electric can open on?
electric. No, we do not.
Okay, I was just wondering because they have.
I love this electric kettle. We're going to do the hot water first. Do you want to know why you would do hot instead of cold first?
Because it will like dissolve it.
That's right. It's going to dissolve the Jell-O. Oh, I'm boiling the water right here, baby. Okay, so I'm going to pour that part. Can you set that down? Can you set the measuring cup on the counter? I'm going to pour this so it doesn't spill. Well, can you move it in? Okay, you hold the camera.
I'll try not to make you dizzy this time.
So we're going to measure, what did I say?
1 cup.
1 cup. Do I keep going?
Yeah. I'll tell you when to stop. Stop. Oh, Tony, you didn't get it perfectly.
It's a little above. Okay, go ahead and pour it in here.
But it's all.
And then we're going to get a whisk.
Can I touch it?
No, it's hot. Like boiling.
Whoa.
Yeah?
It looks like mango.
And then whisk a little bit slowly because it is hot.
Tiny whisk?
That's the tiniest one we have, yeah.
What about the one that Daddy got you?
I know, we don't have a tiny, tiny whisk like Binging with Babish has on his channel, but
I remember you talking about one.
when it feels like it's all melted, then you're going to get a cup of cold water and pour that in. Alright, so anyway, again, 11 o'clock. Jell-O's in the fridge for tomorrow's science experiment, which you will see tomorrow. And I am going to close this out and go sit down with my budget and go over some stuff that we talked about tonight with friends. Just having friends who are like-minded and supportive and non-judgmental and trying to get back on track this year as we move forward and trying to get out of debt because we find ourselves back in debt over the past few years. And we just want to get better. So lots of prayer for that. I've been praying just for God to guide me and being a good steward of what He's blessed us with, and just hoping that I can bring it all together. So anyway, thanks for coming along today. Drop a comment, share some love, and until next time, we will see you later. Bye.